What is up? It is Jordan from By 9 to 5, helping you say goodbye to your 9 to 5. And it's been quite a while since I've posted, and the reason for that is because I've been spending the last 2 days working non-stop updating my entire course. So I'm finished updating the first course, which was Make Money on YouTube Made Easy. And basically, I made that course close to a year ago now, and as you guys know, YouTube's went through a lot of changes. So I promised my students I would update my course, and so I was just following through on that promise. So I actually spent the last 2 days working probably 12 to 13 hours a day the last 2 days. So over 24 hours of work in the last 2 days just to update the course completely. So I basically went through every single lecture and actually re-recorded it with my camera and my microphone. And I also added any updates that needed to be updated in there. So I pretty much reshot the entire course, and I'm really proud of the results. I think it's really good. It has covered everything in complete and total detail, which it did before, but obviously I've gotten better at just talking from the camera, and I've learned a whole bunch of new things that I definitely needed to tell you guys about inside the course. And also YouTube has went through a lot of changes over the past year. So I have updated all of that completely. And so it was a lot of work, and obviously I'm not getting any extra revenue off of doing it. I could have been mean and made it a full new course or whatever, but that kind of shows you guys how much I do care about my students and want them to enjoy the content that I put out. So I wanted to make sure it was 100% up to date. So I mean, it took, like I said, 24, 25 hours in the last 2 days just working on that, updating it for you guys. So care about my students, and I'm glad that they are enjoying it. So as you can see in here, I told my students I was updating it, and 75 likes in there. So they were very grateful, and so I'm happy about that. According to some of the students, the updates were a success. Everyone's very grateful, so that is cool. Update to the course was a success. Great job. Looks even better. Definitely sounds more clear as well, and great content. So I worked very hard on improving that course. So the first course, I'm completely done updating it. I will be updating the second course, but that might be a few days before I get that done. I will be updating the masterclass next. My girlfriend and I are going to Phoenix, we're flying out tomorrow. We're going to go to the Royal Rumble, and we're going to go to Monday Night Raw, and then we're going to do some hiking, and we're also going to take like a hot air balloon up and things like that. So that's going to be really fun. Looking forward to that. So when I get back, we'll be updating the masterclass. I know I said in the last video I was going to be upping the prices on the course, so I'm going to wait on that until I finish the final update for the masterclass. If you're thinking about jumping the masterclass now, it's pretty much still up to date because I made that one more recently, but I will be updating it with the new camera and all of that shortly. So definitely still jump in. You can still watch it all, follow through everything until I get those updates in there. But as soon as I get that last update in there, I will be upping the price to whatever I think would be a good price. Not sure yet, but whatever I think, it definitely will be a little higher than it is now. So if you do want it at that price, definitely jump in right now before I get done and get those updates out there. So fair warning with that. A couple other things I wanted to show you guys. Another cool comment here that was left by Eric here, one of my students. Yeah, Jordan's course is very good, and it helps that he interacts as well. I think a lot of people get frustrated because they thought it was a get-rich-quick thing, and that's not what his course was intended. He has ways of getting a channel monetized quickly, but that's only the beginning. So definitely a good comment there. I'm glad to see that my students are enjoying that, I'm updating the course and I'm staying interactive. I try to answer every student emails and Facebook group and everything. Even though I do have 3,000, I'm very active. I'm on there pretty much all day answering questions and things. So glad to see my students are thankful about all of those things that I do as well. So if you do want in on that price, now's your last chance before I update that course, but very happy with the way the updates turned out. All right, and so today what I wanted to talk about was kind of studying niches, all right? So a lot of students and a lot of people in general seem to kind of struggle with studying updates, right? Or studying niches, right? So when you're studying niches, you should be doing this for any niche, no matter whatever your niche is, whether you're making your own videos, whether you're downloading and reposting videos, you always need to be studying YouTube. I say that all the time. So my course goes over this stuff in depth, and since I just reshot the whole thing, it's kind of been on my mind, and so I wanted to kind of update you on a shorter version of kind of what's in the course as far as that little topic goes, but kind of just jog my memory about something I've been wanting to talk about, which is, studying niches, okay? So whatever your niche is, you always need to be studying. So say your niche was golf, okay? So if you're gonna make a golf channel, what you need to do is go in and study 10 to 20 channels that are successful making golf videos. And the reason why is you wanna go into their videos, you wanna sort by most popular. And the reason why you wanna do that on like 15 to 20 channels inside your niche is to see exactly what topics inside a niche are popular, okay? Because if you go in to, 15, 20 different channels and you sort by their most popular videos, obviously they're probably the most popular videos because they are a popular topic inside that niche that people are looking for, okay? So basically, you look through those 15, 20 channels and you're going to start coming up with trends. You're going to notice some commonalities there between the channels. And so you're going to see how to hit your driver, how to strike your irons, how to hit the ball instead of the grass with your irons, how to putt, how to grip. So those are things that are going to be common and they're probably going to be the top videos on all those channels that you look at. And so by studying these channels, you're coming up with commonalities of what the popular topics inside a niche are. Every niche has topics that aren't as popular that, you still make content on because obviously, you need to make a full-rounded channel, right? For people that you're actually trying to help out. Like for me, Shopify is not as popular as a topic as like making money on YouTube, right? So I spend most of my time talking about that rather than Shopify, right? And so same thing with these channels. Like the most popular topics are going to be the ones that have the most views. And so you need to study your niche with 15 or 20 channels, sort them by most popular, and really take 3 or 4 days to just study your niche before you start posting and realize what the audience in that niche is looking for, what they want to see, what they're interested in, what they're, actively searching for. And by finding 15 to 20 channels that are all popular in that niche, you're going to start seeing the common trends of what videos were the most popular. Then another thing I always like to do is sort by the oldest. And usually you'll notice that there were like, not that many views on their first few videos, and then all of a sudden you'll see, oh, so this one, 5.2, 5.4, then boom, 24. Golf swing, fault casting the golf club. Or like right here, you'll see 184, Phil Mickelson versus Donald chipping styles, right? So you start to notice like, doing that will show you kind of that must be a popular topic. So else you'll notice here these videos got so much better views than these videos right here. And what's different? What you notice is the thumbnail, right? These are dull thumbnails, but these two right here, they have more contrast on them, and then boom, these have way more views, and they also had a better logo. So that alone, just that thumbnail change, which is something I talk a lot about in the course, just that one little thumbnail change went from, 3.5, 7.5 up to 419,000 and then up to 393,000. So that's why I like to sort by oldest and see, because you're probably going to see the first video that blew them up, and that's going to tell you they did something different with their thumbnail. Maybe I should do that starting out. They probably did something different with their keywords and titles and stuff. Maybe I should do something like that. And you're also going to know that that's probably a popular topic, and they talked about something that was popular that helped them get views on that first video. So that's something I think a lot of students don't do, and just a lot of people in general don't do, is actually spend time studying 15 to 20 successful niches inside your channels inside your own niche to see the commonalities of the popular topics inside that niche, to see what the audience in that niche is looking for, and then to see, what changes they made to their thumbnails and titles and tags and things like that, that went from, them getting 3,000 views at the beginning of their channel to that first video that blew them up. The first one that blew them up, they probably made a change that changed everything for their channel. They probably talked about a topic that's very, very popular. So that's something you need to take a lot of time to do that I think a lot of people mess up on, is not studying their niche really in depth with 15 to 20 channels, seeing what their best videos are, seeing what their first videos were, and seeing kind of the changes they made to make their channel blow up. And that's something I do on all kinds of niches on a daily basis. Even niches that I'm not even in, I still study them because I'm always looking for more niches, more opportunities on YouTube. YouTube's always changing. I want to change along with it. So that's about all I have for this one. About to fly out for the Royal Rumble tomorrow morning, so looking forward to that in Phoenix. And then, like I said, as soon as I get back, I'll be updating the masterclass. It's still pretty up to date, so if you do want to jump in, definitely you can still listen to everything that's in that course as well, so I'm done updating that one as well. And then once I do, I'll be upping the price on both of those courses to kind of equate with the quality that they now are. So that's it for this one, guys. I'm out. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace.